Hi guys, how are you? I would like to explain to you how to prepare your Trinity exam that hopefully you're taking in June. You need to know that this exam has two parts. So the first one is a discussion of one topic and the second one is a conversation with the examiner. First part, you have to choose a topic that you would like to speak about. When you know, you just need to do a diagram like this and you need to write down the title of your topic in the middle and write 4 subtopics like this one. There are going to be some ideas about your writing, and after that you can write down your topic. These are some examples that you can use to write your topic. I have some of them in here. For example, traditional clothing, music or bands, some instruments that you can play, like playing guitar or you play the piano. Write about a friend or some friends, some games or computer games that you play or you play with the PlayStation, some video games or something like that. Birthday presents that you have or some presents that you have given to some relative or your family. School trips, some trips that you have done at the school and you really like it and you like to speak about it. So there are some examples that you can choose. So the examiner is going to ask you some questions about this topic. So all of the questions are going to be related to the topic that you have written down. Okay? So second part is going to be a conversation with the examiner. In this conversation, you need to choose 2 subject areas from the list below. So 2 subject areas will be selected by the examiner from the list below. That means the examiner is going to choose some areas of this, just 2 areas, and there are going to be some questions related to them. So they're going to be like holidays questions or shopping questions, school and work questions, hobbies and shops, questions about food, or maybe questions about weekend and seasonal activities that you can do. You need to know that you cannot choose these areas to write down your topic. You need to choose other areas to write down your topic, okay? These areas are just for the conversation with the examiner, okay? Great. So, I have written down some rules you need to follow when you prepare your topic and your conversation part. So please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me, okay? So, language requirements. That means language functions you need to use. Talking about past events. That means you need to use past tenses. Talking about future plans and intentions. So that means you need to use the future tense that you already know. Expressing simple comparisons. So use comparisons, okay? You know how to do it. What else? Expressing likes and dislikes. That means I like, I don't like, she likes, she doesn't like, or I really love, okay? And describing manners and frequency. So this means how to use adverbs of manners like quickly, fast, well done, or adverbs of frequency like never, sometimes, always, usually, okay? Great. What else we need to know about our exam? Grammar, the grammar that we need to use. So, past simple tense of regular and irregular verbs. That means I am, I was, I have been, okay? You know all of these verbs because you have already studied. Going to future. So you need to use the going to future. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to the university. Or I'm going to eat with my family next week. What else? Like plus gerund or infinitive. Okay, so that is when we need to use like plus gerund or like plus infinitive. For example, I like shopping or I like to read books. Okay, so you need to know the difference between using gerunds or using infinitive. Okay? Adverbs of manners and frequency, I have already said to you. So slowly, hard, happily. So and with frequency, sorry. Usually, rarely, rarely, always, sometimes. Okay? All of this. Now, comparatives and superlatives of adjectives. So, comparatives. For example, as taller as me, that we need to use ER. It's colder today than yesterday, so you use ER and then we use than to compare one day with another. You're more beautiful than her, so we use more with beautiful and then we use than to compare with her. And superlatives. So we know how to do superlatives. The tallest in your family, so that means tallest with EST. Or the most difficult language. So we use most beautiful language. We use the most. Okay? And then how to use links like but. So linking words like but. Linking word like but. Okay? For example, I tried to do it, but it was heavy for me. So I tried to do it, but it was heavy for me. Or for example, I love fruit, but I'm allergic to strawberries. Okay, I like fruit, but I'm allergic to strawberries. Okay, so you know this is the grammar that you should use in your exam. So the lesson that you need to use. Okay, first of all, the vocabulary specific to the topic area. So that is the vocabulary related to your topic. So you just need to use the vocabulary related to the topic that you have written down. Okay, so the right vocabulary. The vocabulary is specific to the subject areas. That means vocabulary related to the subject areas that the examiner has just selected to you. So you need to use the vocabulary related to the questions that the examiner is asking to you. Okay? Vocabulary. Whereas adverbs of frequency, sometimes, often, never. Expression of past time. It is yesterday, last night, last month, last year. Okay? Phrases and expressions related to the language functions listed above. Rates. What else? Phonology. That's important, guys. The clear pronunciation of vocabulary specific to the topic and subject areas. That is, speak clear and slowly. Okay? It's better to speak clear and slowly than really, really fast because the examiner needs to understand you, okay? appropriate weak forms and intonation in connected speech. The intonation is really important. You need to do the right intonation when you're asking a questions, when you are replying a questions, when you are saying an affirmative sentence, or if you're saying a negative sentence. So you need to use different intonations, okay? And 3 different ways of pronouncing ed past tense ending. So that is, we have 3 different forms to say ed past, okay? So we have played. So you can listen like a T at the end, like played. We have walked. So that's the past of walk. So we have like a TS at the end, walked. And we have wanted. That is like the same word that we are reading. Okay? And last one, avoidance of speech patterns of recitations. Okay? You need to speak. You don't need to read. You have to speak and be yourself when you're talking to the examiner, okay? You don't have to read your topic. That's really important. So, I think that they are the parts that you must consider about your Trinity exam. I'm going to send you an example of one topic, and you can try at home, okay? Bye, guys.